Hello all, this is Jason Gonzalez, and today I'm going to be trying out this brand new IDE, WINDSURF, from the company I've been working at, Codium. And I'm just gonna jump right into it, but I'll say it's a pretty awesome AI-powered IDE that can do like a lot of stuff that I didn't think would be possible for the next 20 years, but now I can. So I'm gonna start out by writing with Cascade on the right, and I'm going to make my own AI-powered IDE with this AI-powered IDE just by starting out by making a prompt. In particular, I'm going to say, write a C++ IDE developed in Qt5, C++, how funny, and then I want to have the ability to open and save files, as well as execute, as well as run them by compiling and executing with G++ in the background, right? Let's do something like that to start out and see how it goes. And yeah, so it's just kicking off, and as you can see, it's able to like kind of lay out a kind of plan by itself, and then it's just going to start like writing all the files, and it's doing this all from scratch, which is pretty crazy. But it can do more than just like writing from scratch. We also use this at work. I'm almost like a prompt engineer now. It's able to look into a code base, kind of look around whenever you ask a prompt, what are the relevant files, and then make edits in each individual file, just like a human would, except like 20 times faster. Right, so now instead of just having to figure out details line by line, you can figure out entire ideas, have Cascade implement them, and just you like maybe at most tweak a few more intricate parts, but most of it Cascade can even do itself. But yeah, so you can see now you can kind of like jump through the different edits it made. You do have to accept the changes, so then like it's not just gonna like mess up your code base. And similarly with running commands, but you can see it's able to run commands, it's able to use QMake, it's able to figure out what went wrong, and it's able to fix itself, which is pretty crazy. Right, like imagine like trying to debug this kind of stuff yourself. That would be such a pain, but like here it's able to do it all in a minute or two. We'll see. Oh yeah, it's definitely cooking something up. I'm not entirely sure what, but yeah, we'll find out. So I guess it did decide. No, it has like this crazy UI code here, and it has okay, the header file. Alright, I guess this is probably like the main logic and setting up the UI. I'm not sure, right? I don't know what it's doing. But let's see what it does. It's doing something. And yeah, so you can see, right? It's able to very like iteratively like try things out and fix itself and make edits to what's already there, right? Not just like and like I said, it's able to do this on like quite a large scale as well, which is pretty crazy. But it's also impressive that you can make these like things from scratch like I'm doing now. I mean, it will be impressive if it works out. I hope it will. But you can think, right, you just have like something you want to try out before, right? This would probably be an entire day's worth, at least for me, right? At least a day, because like I only know Qt a little bit, and this would be quite hard for me to figure out. I'd have to be referencing the docs a lot, but now I get this like nice this like big start into my plan for my own AI IDE already laid out for me, and let's like run it and see if it's working. Right? I mean, And this looks like IDE, right? It has like, whoa, has this whole like fancy menu. I guess I'm gonna say now, write a test file for me to try in the IDE. Yeah, oh, it was already even suggesting that. I guess it knows what I want. Okay. So now it's creating a test file for me. Let's see what it, or well, let's just like accept it without even looking at it, and then we'll check it out in the IDE, right? It's explaining some of the stuff it's doing, but I just want to like check it out here. I want to go open, and here's my test file, and bang, here it is, right? Well, you get this like whole, right, this whole crazy thing, and then I'm just gonna compile and run it, and whoa, I went a little bit crazy there, but I mean, dang, you can tell that it did compile and run, but it does have this error, right? It seems like you're duplicating the output or not handling it right. Can you fix this? So you can now have like you can give like follow-up commands to Cascade to be able to fix stuff that you see isn't right, that it wasn't able to fix right away, which is pretty awesome, right? Like this would take now like a long time for me to figure out what's happening, but here it's able to look through what it did, it's able to see what it did wrong, and it's able to make the edits all by itself, which is pretty crazy. Right, let's look at, right, so here you can see you can navigate through the different edits it made, which is pretty nice. Let's make this, hope it works, and we'll see what happens. Well, yeah, I said I want to make an AI powered IDE, right? Right now we're just like building IDE, which is already pretty awesome. But next up, I have a OpenAI API key in the .env file, and I want to, once I get this working, I want to add on some AI features, which I'll explain after I test this out. I guess, let's say, can you rerun the IDE for me? Okay, yeah, so then now it's gonna run. Let's once again open our test file, and let's just like compile and run it. And whoa, see, look at that, fix itself. And this looks pretty good, right? It compiled and it ran, and it's looking nice. Now I don't need to run this because that worked perfectly fine. But now I guess like one more thing I'm gonna, or first let's commit this, right? Create initial IDE. Now next I want to style this, right? And since this is called WINDSURF, I'm gonna say, can you now style the IDE beach themed with a dream like pattern of blue and sand. Make sure not to break any existing functionality. Okay, so now while it's laying out some changes to the UI, I'll say my plan is I want to, after this is done, make the I want to make autocomplete, which is in this IDE. I think this was like Codium's first feature, which is just, let's say you're writing something, right? I'm going to write a for loop, and you can see, right, it's kind of like predicting what am I writing, which is pretty cool. And then like you press tab, it's able to predict the next line and complete it, right? I want to build this functionality. Now, mine's not going to be as nice, or as fast as in this IDE, but what I'm going to do is the most naive way possible. I'm going to use OpenAPI key. I'm just going to take some of the surrounding text, and I'm just going to say, I'm just going to have it generate its own prompt to be able to make a completion that it hopefully shows. Oh wow, this looks pretty cool. Whoa, I like it. I like the vibe. Let's make sure it's still working. Oh yeah, I'm liking this. Ooh. No. And yep, it looks good still. Awesome. So then I'm just going to say, I'm going to make another commit. Update the commit. Update the theme to beach colors. And yeah, so I laid out, I showed you, it's able to make this IDE from scratch, right, all in a few minutes, right? I couldn't do this. This would take me probably multiple days. Right, this is already pretty cool. Unfortunately, I'm going to end this part here, but in the next part, I am going to finish making this AI-powered IDE with autocomplete. So, I hope you watch that next. Hello all, this is Jason Gonzalez, and we're back to the second part of making our own AI IDE with this AI IDE, WINDSURF, from the company Codium. So, let's continue, right? We made this first part just off of like a few prompts, right? It was like 3 prompts. We asked to make the IDE, we needed to have 1 prompt to fix it, and then we asked it to make this very beautiful theme. And it was able to do that all. But now, I want to add in AI features. So, like I said last time, I want to add this autocomplete feature, where it predicts the next text, and you press tab to complete it. Something like that. So, let's just say that, right? Next, I want you to add in an auto-completion feature using the OpenAI API key in the .env file. Particularly, I want you to take some text around the cursor, create a prompt based off this to ask for the completion at the cursor, then insert it in the IDE as a suggestion where tab can finish completing, pressing tab. Okay, right, so this seems like what I want, and yeah, let's just have it get started and see what it does. And now, right, so you can see this is a good example of, right, it was able to work with Qt framework, make something up, cook something up. Well, now we're going to add in like this completely new, completely different environment, right? This is going to involve some, what's it called? Just like API calls with OpenAI, needs to understand all that, and then integrate that into C++. I've never even seen like API calls done in C++. I mean, I'm sure it's not that bad. You just take whatever, I don't know, like curl-like thing or something. But we'll see what it does. I wouldn't know how to do it off the top of my head. But hopefully it can do it all for me, and then you can see the power of just like having an idea and just like spinning it out there with the power of Cascade. I hope this works pretty well. I think it will. Yeah, man, it's cooking up a lot of stuff. Okay, so it's like, let's look at this completion widget. That seems like to be the big thing that it made. I'm a little curious what it has here. Seems my oh shoot, why is this not loaded? Yeah, sorry about that. Hopefully this doesn't run out of power. But yeah, so let's let it continue cooking. Okay, now it's gonna make some stuff, right? But you can see here, here's probably the main part, the completion widget it made. Right, okay, I guess Qt does have some like network manager. I wouldn't have known that off the top of my head. Yeah. It's doing something. Sorry, I'm doing this in a VM, and there's not too much RAM, but it is still working. It's able to once again, it's able to make stuff. It'll look at the output, make sure things look right, or it can fix itself. So here's where it's like getting context around the cursor, and then like here's where it's requesting completion, right? It is getting the OpenAI API key. Now it's able to make this request and send the request and get the results. And yeah, I guess it defaulted to text DaVinci 003. Now I'm going to, if this looks like it's working, I'm going to make the next step. I want the model configurable because I want to use GPT-4o. But we'll see if at least this is working as a first step. Yeah, but it's still cooking. All right, so here we go. It apparently finished making stuff. All right, let's just accept all and hope it's good. Not good to do in a real environment, right? In a real environment, you can like step through all the different edits it made and select them one by one, or select like a file at a time or something. But right now, I just want to see like how impressive it is, and usually it is right anyway. Let's see, but let's just say run the IDE for me. Oh yeah, we need to close the old instance. Yeah, so let's close that old one and let it. Right, I don't even know where it's stored, so I'm just like letting it do this for me. And yeah, so it's running. Still has the awesome beach theme. Still looks like it's probably working. We're gonna open the test file again, and we're gonna try typing something new, right? We're gonna add like another for loop. We're gonna say what? For, okay. I'm not currently seeing any completion, which is not ideal. But no problem. I mean, I can just tell it that I am not currently let's stop this. I don't know what it's doing. The first command was good. However, I am not seeing any completions. Why is this? Can you fix it? I'll just ask it here also. Also, can you make the model configurable and default to GPT-4o from the top bar and default? Okay, so like hopefully it can make these fixes, it can make these UI changes, but we'll see what it does. I see. Well, I don't know what it's doing, but it sees, and that's all that matters, right? it realizes it made some mistake in the API calls. It seems like it's able to fix itself. Right, I want to know how to do all that, but it seems to be able to. And it's able to add in like the new features I want, all just from scratch. Like you can see already, right? It's not like this is a big project, but it's already getting moderate sized, I guess, or at least there's a moderate amount of stuff to look at. But it's currently still accurately like looking through, making edits. I assume they're good, and like being able to add on features like one at a time, which is pretty crazy, right? Well, yeah, let's make this, see what happens. It sees there's an error. I assume it's going to be able to fix itself. Let me have a drink of tea while it is cooking stuff up. Alright. It's cooking. It's making. We'll see what it's baking. But yeah, I mean, I think I said this in the last video, but I cannot imagine writing stuff without AI tools anymore, right? Like, I don't know. I think you're going to be left behind if you're not able to work with this stuff, right? Like making this is a pretty hard project, right? It's not like super hard to do with the GPT API. Like setting up the whole UI and stuff, and like making it all functional. There would be like so many bugs to work out. You'd have to like really understand the Qt framework well. You have to like know C++ well. But here, now it's just like, now it's much more about the power of your idea, which is awesome, I think. Right, what used to be maybe like month or year projects can now just be weekend projects. And even without like being an expert coder, which I think is pretty cool. But alright, let's see what it's doing. It's making stuff, hopefully good. Yeah, you can see it clearly added something related to the set model. It is slowly building stuff up. I'm not sure what. And I guess besides, okay, now it does seem to be finished, and right, I do want it to run so I can test it out. Let's open this up. Oh wait, let's cancel first. I want to look at, okay, that's cool. It's GPT-4 and GPT 3.5. I don't know why I chose those two, but sure. And now let's see, let's use our test file again. Now what happens if I try to write some text, right? What's happening here? Oh, host requires authentication. What's happening? It does seem like there is still an error with the API call. So let us fix this, right? Fix the authentication error. And yeah, let's just close out the old version, right? I assume there's some problem with the API call. Probably it's like misusing or something's wrong with the API key. I don't know. But hopefully it's able to figure it out and because I don't think I will be able to in as fast as it can. Well, like, alright, so I made some edit. It does seem to think the same as me. Probably something with the API key. I guess I had a little tricky bug there. Maybe something with the current directory as well. Right, so then we can like jump through these different edits, right? Right, so we can like check them one by one, but I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna accept them all at the end. But yeah, it's building stuff up. I guess, I mean, you can see that we're pretty close to an amazing future where anybody that has an idea is just going to be able to like lay out the idea, get a result. You can just say, I want to add this feature, or I want to make this change or whatever, and right, the AI really can do it all now. And so, right, here's our difference in AI models. I'll use GPT-4. I'll open up the test file, and then I'll compile and run it. Oh yeah. Well, sure, right, we can make sure it still compiles and runs. Uh-oh, okay, yeah, that took a little bit, but it did indeed eventually compile. And, oh, whoa. Wait, this is cool. What is it doing? Whoa. Oh man, it doesn't work that well, but it does work. Whoa, this is cool. Wow. I mean, right, it's obviously like way too slow to be usable, but it does technically work. Yeah, and you can see, right, I could obviously iterate more on this. Well, oh, okay. Oh man, and it can even tell me to save. Well, yeah, let's save that. Hey, I thought I saved it. Man, we need to add it in like Vim keybinds next. I wonder if it can do that. Okay, well, it seems like the save feature is having a bit of a problem. Let's try save as. And then just like overwrite this, right? Yeah. For now, we'll just do this. That would be another thing to fix. What? Hey. Okay. I guess, wait, let's just like reopen it for now. See what happened. Okay. I guess like you can just copy this and do it here. Let's open our file. And right, we do have the new thing. So it did save, and we should see our new output at the end. Where is it? Oh yeah, right, sure, it's the 6 to 10. Okay, so that's cool, right? We have autocomplete. It's only a matter of time until I'm able to bootstrap an even newer IDE off of WINDSURF. I'm just kidding, but it's pretty cool that I'm able to make my own little version from scratch, I guess. Let's like save this commit. Right, fix. Let's say, what? Let's call this, make OpenAI API call. make OpenAI API autocomplete feature, and yeah, now we have that. I guess now let's just go ahead and like say, can you make the syntax highlighting cooler, make the completion let's just say make the syntax highlighting cooler, make an improved completion prompt, and fix file saving. Currently it always says unsaved even after pressing saved. Oh yeah, so let's like wait for this stuff to run, but I think I'm basically done. I've gone a little bit over the time that I meant to take, but I think this is pretty freaking cool. Right, this is stuff that I could only dream of before, and now, right, you can just make this without even thinking. Right, you just think, what do I wish I have, and then boom, Cascade just gives it to you. That's pretty cool. So yeah, the IDE, WINDSURF, Encodium, it's awesome. Right, the product's awesome. I love working there. Check it out. That's all I gotta say. We'll let this finish up, and then yeah, I guess that's it. Oh yeah, and I'll make sure to publish this on my GitHub, and then you're welcome to try out you're welcome to fork it, you're welcome to make your own better version of this, right? You can see this took me not too long, so surely it would not take you too long. No expertise required, and maybe you can build up the entirety of WINDSURF by yourself out of WINDSURF. That'd be pretty cool. I guess another cool idea would be, can you add in your own like a much more lightweight model to do this, like a LSTM or something. I don't know. I think that would be cool. Yeah, I think there are many cool ways you could take this. I think it's very possible with the power of all these AI tools. And I guess like while this is running, I'll just show like a few other neat things, right? Instead of having to do everything in Cascade, there is also, you can highlight stuff and then use a command for like a quicker edit. So that's kind of cool. But I won't do that right now. Besides that, what is it even doing? I don't know what's happening here. Okay. Oh, wait, I have this file open. That's my bad. Oops. Hopefully I didn't mess something up. But anyway, I thought I was on this file, but I was editing the one Cascade was editing. Oh, whoops. I should have been making this. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Also, there's a feature, Super Complete, where it can like you like make some edits, and it'll like show you like multiple edits that you might do as you're making it, right? So then there are features as well besides this like high level thing. You put in, it'll show you the nitty-gritty details, or it'll help you out when working with the nitty-gritty details. But I think you can already see we're approaching the future where the need to like actually go into the code is getting less. I think this is a great environment like have all the tools, makes it super convenient to switch between like this like high level and more of like low level, if you want to call it that, for development. Right, it really looks like the future. Well, yeah, I guess let's just let it finish now, and then we'll call it a day. I mean, it looks like it's doing something good, I hope. I probably should be using QMake, but I'm not even sure I could do it myself, so that I'll just let it do whatever can make it work, and we'll see how it goes. Just have some more tea. Let's accept this. Whoa. Alright, awesome. Let's just accept all these changes because I don't care about the practices. And yeah, sorry things are running a little slow. I am not on the best development environment probably, but well, whoa, it's got some crazy syntax. I mean, I like the syntax almost, but some of it's hard to read. Well, let's quickly fix this, right? Some of the syntax is hard to read. I like the style, but make sure it is readable on the light colored background. Actually, still keep a similar theme, but make it darker, like the beach at night, right? And yeah, I don't know, I'm just having fun with it. I don't think there's much more interesting to see. I'll just let the video run out, but yeah, I don't know, that's all there is to it. It even has like a separate highlighter folder. That's pretty crazy. Oh yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's pretty cool. That's all I think. I'm making this the night before the launch. I meant to make it over the weekend. Instead, I was just having fun. I mean, it's pretty fun, right? It's actually like, I'm having a lot of fun actually. It's really cool, just like seeing this work. I wonder what's gonna happen to like resume projects or hackathons or whatever, when like you can just make this stuff. Like probably the best you can make in a hackathon, you can now make in like an hour with this, which is pretty. It's gonna shift up the dynamic quite a bit. It will be interesting. Oh. Alright, let's see what it cooks up. Oh, there's still more iteration to be done. What? Yeah, you can see the autocomplete is working. Wow. This actually is so cool. I mean, oh no, just to know that just made this right now, that's pretty crazy. Uh, it the text background is still light while the text is hard to read. Fix this. Editor. Okay, yeah, so we're just gonna finish up fixing this. Hope it goes good. Of course, I don't know if I ever showed API key, but I'm going to change it. It might be in this. I don't know. Yeah. Alright, here it goes. I'm definitely worried if we're right here right now, right? To me, I thought this was 20 years away. I think I said that. But like, just like another year, we're probably gonna get like an entire like full company code base can just be completely edited by itself. That's what I think. And that is gonna be terrifying. So I guess like, you better use this. Whoa, you better use this now. Make cool stuff before the time runs out. What, dang, this looks so cool. Oh yeah. Oh, that's not what I meant. I want to open, not that. I want to open the test. I did want to make sure the saving worked. That's so funny. Let's see, did it fix the saving? Okay, this is like almost what I want. What do you want? Oh, it wants the STDC, I'm sure. Oh, you do have to actually write proper code. It didn't get that one for me. And I didn't mean to save as. Okay, let's do one last step, right? The very last step I like it all now, is you lost the sand hues. I still want it to look like a beach at night. I mean, at this point, I'm just kind of playing around. But I do have a bigger project to make next. I think I could keep iterating on this, make it better, make it cooler. But yeah, you'll see another video from me very soon. That will be another cool project where my next one is going to be using Cascade to fork an existing code base to make a new project. Oh yeah, let's let this finish. I just want to have the finished results in the video. Even though at this point I'm just kind of rambling, but it's whatever. I do need to get a better development environment. This is like I said, this is a VM, Ubuntu VM. I'm on a Windows laptop. Not the best. I mean, most of the time it works fine. It is a little bit a bro moment on this kind of stuff, but what can you do, I guess? Well, I can do stuff actually, but whatever. Okay. Alright, hopefully it's the last time. I want to see something awesome. Oh. I mean, it's not exactly what I had in mind, but it looks pretty cool. Oh, okay. I'm liking this. This is good stuff. Oh, yeah. Let's run this. Oh yeah. Alright. Now let's just do like one. Okay, sure. Let's just do it like that, right? Oh, I forgot that. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? I just built my own autocomplete IDE from scratch. The Beach IDE. Alright. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty freaking cool. It's looking pretty nice now, right? You can really see. Wow. I'm impressed. I don't know about you, but I am extremely impressed. Yeah, but hopefully my API key did not waste all my funds. But I think I am stopping here. Let me just make the last commit. Whatever. Oh, I should be adding stuff to git ignore. Shoot. Whatever. That's for after this. -m fix files. What am I doing? Update changes. Update UI changes. Say fix. And yeah, I'll put this on my personal GitHub, Super J6 later. But besides that, that's the end of the video. Goodbye.